this is your girl Cami with another video. Today I am desk warming because of the coronavirus, so there's nobody at school. So why not make a video? Why not? So before we start, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe and support your girl and help get those followers. Today I'm going to do a video about
7 things I hate about you. The 7 things I hate about you. Oh, you.
things that I do not like about Korea. These are just my personal feelings. It's the same, different strokes for different folks. So things that I may not like, you may like. Things that you may like, I may not like. So these are just my personal feelings and stuff that I just felt like bothered me. So if you see me looking down, I have little notes. I want to make sure I'm staying on topic and just that I don't forget what I'm talking about. So we're going to go start with number 1. Okay. For me, back at home, I am a cereal girl, and this may be very petty to some people, but for other people it may be very small. But for me, like, this is a big thing, especially cereal. I am the one that eats cereal like breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like, you know, my friends used to make fun of me in college because when we used to go grocery shopping, I used to have like 8 to 10 boxes of cereal with me because that's what I grew up on. That's my breakfast. And as you know, in Korea, that's not a big thing that they eat for breakfast, like cereal. They eat more like traditional food like rice, kimchi, and like fish and other little stuff for breakfast. So I noticed that when I got here, they don't really have any cereal. They have like five boxes of cereal. The ones that I mainly see, like, they have the Oreos. They have the Oreos. I've seen Special K, and I've seen Frosted Flakes, and I've also seen like fake Frosted Flakes with this fake Tony the Tiger. His name's probably like TJ, but and I've also seen like this, like, it looks kind of like Chex or something, but it's like this chocolate cereal or something, and maybe like honey Oreos or something like that. But those are like the only cereals they have. If I want the brand, like if I want Captain Crunch or Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Cocoa Puffs or any of that stuff, I'm going to have to order it online, and that's going to cost so much money compared to when I paid from the States. You know, a box of cereal in the States is about like maybe $3 or so, where here, if I want to get like the good cereal I like, I have to buy it off. I use Coupon, and Coupon is like the Korean Amazon pretty much. So if I use that website, I'm gonna end up paying like an arm and a leg for a box of cereal that's like $3 in the States. I'm probably gonna end up paying like $30 or $40 just to have it here, and that's ridiculous. Not to mention that the cereal in Korea is so much more expensive, where a box of Oreos would have cost me between $3 to $4, where I come here, the box of Oreos is 8,000 won, which is about like $7 and some change in American dollars. That's expensive. I'm sorry, that's way too much. And even like a big box, if you want a big box, like a nice family size box, I've seen it in the grocery stores for 11,000 won. Let's just equivalent that to being $11. Oh hell no! That's expensive for a box of cereal, and I'm just so sad. Like, I barely eat breakfast because I'm like, I don't want to pay that much for a box of cereal.
So let's move on to number 2.
So number 2, another thing that I've noticed that in Korea that I do not like is spitting. Like, oh my gosh, they spit a lot. Like, I know I'm guilty of spitting at home. I spit, if I got something in my mouth, you know you spit, but I may find like a bush or like do it in the grass. Like, they just spit like all on the sidewalks right in front of you while you're walking, like it's nothing. And then you can hear it, because then they be like, Like you can hear them building up the phlegm, coughing up the mucus. And literally, they spit like right in front of you when you're walking. There's plenty of times where I'm walking and someone just like, it just drops out of their mouth, and it's just like, it's so nasty to me. It grosses me out. Like, I've watched people spit like, it's like a sport here. You just do it just to do it, and it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, I don't want to see it. Number three, I mentioned that this is a really good thing in Korea. The transportation, I feel like it's really good in the transportation is really good in Korea, but what makes it also bad is the fact that the buses, like, sometimes they drive too fast and they don't care. Like, you get on the bus and you sit here and you scan your card and you're trying to get to your seat, but the bus just takes off. So you're just kind of like, oh, doing all this, about to fall over because they're taking he's moving too fast. Like, he just steps on it. He steps on the gas and he takes off. It kind of reminds me of the bus from Harry Potter, from Prisoner in Azkaban, when Harry Potter gets on that the night bus, and then, you know, the little skeleton heads, like the shrunken heads, like,
take it away, Ernie. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
And then he just takes off, and then Harry's all like, oh. That's exactly how I am on the bus. I do not have good balance, and I'm literally holding on. This is the pole on the bus, and I'm holding on to the pole with my dear life to make sure I'm not like this and this, because they drive so fast, and then, you know, people are always just like walking out in the middle of the road, so they're like stopping on the brakes and your body's getting thrown this way. And the only time that I feel safe is when I'm sitting down in the seats, but when I'm standing up, I hate it. And I grab the poles because I feel like the poles are better than holding the little handles at the top, because the handles swing. So all of this is just like kind of throwing my body with the motion of the car, and I just cannot stand that. Another thing that also bothers me is the taxis. Like, the taxi service is great, but also just the same thing with the bus. The taxi drivers drive like a bat out of hell. Like, they act like they're on the Fast and the Furious and that they're just like racing to win some money, and they just be speeding through the cars. I was in a taxi one time where he drove through 2 red lights. Like, we weren't even at the line. Like, I saw the light turn yellow and I saw it turn red, and the line was like a few feet ahead of us, and he just drove through the red light. Like, do you want to kill me? Do you want to die? Is this YOLO? I do not understand.
I don't want to die, people. I don't want to die.
We're literally like right here. Here's the car. Here's us going just like this, running through the red light. What if a car just came and went boom? Then I'm gonna die. We're going, psh, I don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
I felt so unsafe in that taxi. I was just like, are you kidding me? And you did it not once, but twice. I'm like, what's the rush? We don't need to be going that fast to the point where you're putting my life in danger, sir. So that's some things that I noticed that I don't like when I'm in a taxi, because they drive so fast. It makes me think of the Key and Peele skit when they're on the turbulence. We are going like this, and I feel like my body's going like this and this and this. Like, when I think of the turbulence, that's how I feel when I'm in a taxi car and I feel sick and I want to throw up. Is number 4, the image, the trend, the beauty standards here. I really like that they keep up with themselves, but it gets to the point where it's just a little too much. Like, you know that you're into yourself when there's like mirrors everywhere. And when I say literally everywhere, to the point where I walk in the bathroom, I open the stall, I close the stall and sit down, and I see myself because there's a mirror on the back of the door of the stall. And I'm just like, hi, nice to see you, P.
Yes, nice to see you peeing too.
Oh, how's it going?
It's going fine.
Like, I do not understand why I need to see myself when I'm using the bathroom. It gets this trend where it's like they all get this text that says, time to start wearing long padding. Paddings are these jackets that come down to like your ankles, and it's good because the winters here are really cold. But I promise you, they all come out with the long padding at the same time. And then when it starts to warm up, it's like, oh, here comes this other text that says, switch from long padding now to wear the EPIK. And then they're all wearing those. And I'm noticing it, and it's just like, where's this magic text? Why am I not getting this text? I want the text. No, I don't. I don't want the text. They follow this trend. If it's in, they all doing it. There's this new K-drama out called Itaewon Class, and I'm seeing, you know, Park Seo-joon, that's Bae. He's so fine. He has this like cut like this. I'm starting to see people wear their cut. They're like, oh, that cut is insa. Insa means inside. Insider is cool. So now they want to be like that, and they're wearing it. It's just like, it's ridiculous. And just the very high beauty standards of just always trying to look perfect and nice. You're always going to see someone looking in the mirror going like this, or fixing their hair, or adjusting their lipsticks, to the point like, even I have students, they like, when they take pictures, instead of just being happy and taking a picture, like this, I see so many of my students going like this. They go like this because it makes their face slimmer, or they take pictures like this. They're trying to cover, maybe they don't like their mouth, so they're trying to cover their mouth. They wear the mask all the time because maybe they don't like the way their mouths look. That's ridiculous. And not to mention like the double eyelids. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like right here, like one, two, like this indentation right here is the double eyelid, and they love that because a lot of Koreans don't have it, that they get surgery to get it. And it gets to the point where why it's so bad is the fact that you have kids in elementary, like that's a gift, like that's a gift of a graduation gift. Maybe they're going to middle school and their parents was like, oh, you did good, you got good grades, you graduated, now we're going to get you the plastic surgery so that you can have the double eyelids. And it's just like, what? That's not important. It's not important for them to have that. Just love yourself. In the words of Bruno Mars. 5 is the air quality. And with the air quality, if no one has ever told you, the air quality can get really bad, or the finest, as they like to call it, they say it's
Misemonji.
Misemonji.
And that means like air pollution. So the air can get really bad. Some days it's really great and it's fresh, and some days it's up in the 200s and it's purple on the app that I use, air quality, and that means that it's really bad. You need to wear the little face mask to protect yourself from the fine dust, because it's not good to breathe in. And that's coming from, a lot of them say that it's coming from China. The pollution from China is coming into Korea, and that's the reason why the air quality is so bad. And it's really just, it can really, for some people, it can be really bad for them. Like for me, most times I don't wear a mask, and I'm just like, you know, I just be out and I'd be like, oh, the air is bad today, I didn't know. But sometimes I feel like I do notice, like maybe if I'm walking out and it's really bad, I may go like I cough, and that's how I know. I may be like, oh, the air is bad. Or if you ever look, the air gets like, it looks really foggy outside, like, oh, it's foggy, but it's not clouds, it's just the air pollution or whatever. So in my city, it's not so bad. Like, I don't live in Seoul or anything, but in my city, the air is pretty fresh, but there are days where it can be really, really bad. Number 6, hygiene. What I don't like about, I just feel like the hygiene here is not up to par. And when I say that, I just mean like when people sneeze and people cough. Like, you know, in America, we get taught that we are supposed to cover our mouths. when we sneeze and we cough. And here people don't do that. People just be like all on you, and it's just ugh. That's just nasty. Like in America, you know, you sneeze, you'd be like, "Achoo," or you cough. You know, we get taught to like sneeze into our clothes, like, like I need to make a hip hop video. Cough. If you need to cough, make sure you. If you have to sneeze, make sure you. Stuff like that, because I cannot stand it. There's plenty of times where kids, I would be talking to my kids, and my kids would be like, and then I'm just like, are you kidding me? That's so nasty. You sneezed on me and it got all on my face. And that's how people get sick. Like, you spreading germs. Cover your mouth. Or wash it, like, cover your mouth and wash your hands. And that's a bad thing. There's plenty of times where I'm in the bathroom and they walk out. And I don't hear anybody wash their hands. And it grosses me out. And I'm like, yo. So you're just gonna walk out here after you don't wipe your booty and wipe your hoo-ha, and you're not even gonna wipe or wash your hands? I am grossed out. I am literally disgusted.
I am disgusted.
And not only do they not like wash your hands, there's so many times we are grown. I should not go into a bathroom and see your business in the toilet still. Flush them damn toilets like that. Oh, so nasty. I don't want to see what you ate, what you on. It's that time of the month. I don't want to see any of that. That grosses me out. Flush the toilet. We grown. Flush the toilet. Flush the toilet. Flush the toilet. Seriously, flush the toilets. Wash your hands. That's how germs get spread. That's why corona is getting spread so badly, because people are not taking care of their hygiene and brushing and flushing the toilet and washing their hands and just making sure they're covering their mouths and doing the right things. So I need you people to start taking care of themselves. You know, wash it, 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 flush it, flush it, flush it, flush it, flush it. And speaking of like toilets in Korea, like a lot of times when you go into the bathroom, sometimes they don't have regular toilets. Korea has these toilets that are squatter toilets. And it's like a little hole in the floor, and you like squat and you pee. They're not supposed to be used for like number 2 people, so I hope y'all are not pooping in the squatters. But you're supposed to pee in these squatter toilets. And you know, for women, that can be really hard, because you know, a lot of us wear pants, so when we take the pants, we have to take our pants off, or you have to move your pants in a certain way to make sure you're not peeing all over your clothes. I don't want to do that. I don't have knees anymore. My knees are grandma knees, so I don't have the knees to be squatting to go pee pee. Last but not least, number 7. Another thing that I dislike about Korea is there is no such thing as
personal space.
Personal space. When I say you have no personal space, most people in America, you know, you're like here, and you're here, and you're walking by. Korea, they'd be like right here. They'd be up on you. And you just be like, no. Back up. Like, they're so close to you. It makes no such thing. Like, they are unaware of personal space. Also, with like with the ajumas and ajumanis, like, you better move out the way, because they come in here like, oh, bitch. They will push the mess out of you, and you just be looking like,
Well, excuse me.
instead of just going around, they'd be like,
Get out the way.
and you be like, But you be like, nah, I'm trying to be respectful. I don't want to fight a little Ajumma. I don't want to fight the little grandma. Like, they really don't give you space. They be up in your business, all up in your Kool-Aid, all up in the Kool-Aid. And it's annoying. And you just be like,
Mind your business, that's all. Mind your business.
but these are 7 things that I dislike about Korea. If you want to know anything else or have any questions about teaching in Korea, living in Korea, anything that you will want to see on my channel, please make sure that you comment below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share. People, share and support. Bye. Annyeong.